Hello there, my name's Ms.RedNebula, and welcome at last to Planet Zoo. This is the beta, so we've got access to this for the next couple of weeks, and then it's going to be a long haul wait until November 4th or 5th. I don't remember the exact date, but in November is when the actual game comes out. So far I've been hearing about a fair number of issues, and I actually ran into a bug with avatar creation so far, so was able to get around that, reported it on the issue tracker, so let's see what this game actually has to offer. Stately homeschooling Goodwin House. Renovated and renamed after its purchase by Bernard Goodwin in the 1980s, Goodwin House has since become one of the most respected zoos in the country. More recently, it's undergone further renovation to update many of the habitats and facilities, but due to various issues, the work hasn't quite been completed, which is where you come in. Build slopes and elevated walkways by dragging the mouse up or down when laying paths. I have a feeling most of the building is going to be very similar to Planet Coaster. I'm hoping because that just makes it a little bit easier to know what the heck I'm doing, because I'm used to Planet Coaster. Although it's been a little while since I was playing in Planet Coaster, I tend to go sort of in and out of playing it. It's just one of those things. Especially when there's so many games out there and so many projects that I'm working on. Oh. Ooh, cinematics.
Heyo at Hematu. Yeah. Oh, sorry about that. I have a habit of slipping back into the Planko language. It's good to finally meet you in person. I'm Bernard.
Hi, Bernard.
I insist you call me Bernie.
Hi, Bernie.
The only person who calls me Bernard is my wife. And even then, only when I've tracked elephant dung into the carpets. As you know, I own several zoos, but I always like to show people the ropes here at my home.
That's fair.
Is the first zoo I ever opened, and a source of great pride for me. And prize, thanks to a lion breeding program we ran in the 80s. But we're in the middle of a big renovation, and that's where you come in. Sadly, our old contractor had to retire after developing a fur allergy.
Oh.
Poor devil kept sneezing his dentures into the lion habitat. So, it's up to you to finish everything off. Don't worry, though. I'm not completely throwing you in at the deep end. My head keeper, Nancy Jones, will be lending a helping hand. Oh, she's a hard worker. And she'll expect you to be too.
You never actually get to see wolves in exhibits at zoos. It seems like they're always hiding.
One that isn't on fire. Less shouting that way.
Very pretty.
Hello there. From that rosy, fresh face of yours, I'm guessing you're Bernie's new hire. Good. Now, I hope you're ready to ditch your diploma, because we're about to get really hands-on. But before we begin
seems like we're
how about we familiarize you with the zoo by learning how to fly around it and visiting some of our beautiful animals. We'll start by popping over and having a look-see at the grizzly bears in their habitat.
Okay, I got WASD and the mouse for moving around. Do we also have that? Ah, good. We've got the same kind of mouse look, except how do I go up and down? Alright, so the free move is a little bit different. My computer's already kind of going, don't know about this. Okay, whoa, okay,
Did you
okay,
know
okay,
that
I'm moving.
grizzly bears,
Hey,
also
grizzlies.
known as Ursus arctos horribilis, can hibernate for up to 7 months a year. Oh, but then again, given the chance, I think a lot of people would do that too.
Heck yeah.
Select one of the bears and you'll bring up its information panel.
I hope nothing goes horribly wrong while I'm still kind of learning what the heck I'm doing here. I want to get a close-up look at that pretty bear here. Hello, pretty bear. Because I wanted to see these fur shaders up close. That looks very nice. You look very nice. Hello, little bear. A little bit scary up close like that, though. Alright, well, let's actually do what they're telling us to try and do. So let's click on a bear.
This is where you can find out all kinds of information about your animal. The most important thing being its overall welfare.
You need
You'll learn
enrichment.
more about animal welfare today as we go through your objectives. But for
Oh,
now,
there's so
let's enjoy
much.
this magnificent animal.
I
Why don't you
am.
select the camera at the bottom of its information panel?
Hello, bear.
See now, this is a fantastic way to get a close look at your animals. You can also get this view of an animal by simply double-clicking on it.
Cool. Gonna get nice and close up to our pretty
Okay, when
boys.
you're ready, let's pop over to the other side of the zoo and take a look at the lions. I've marked their location for you to find.
But I'm playing with my bar. We've got a sort of cinematic shot of the bear. It's cool. Okay, and then this is the orbit shot of the bear. It's nice, that little shake as he's walking. That's very cool. Look at you, are just so precious. Okay. Alright, then let me close out the help thing here, and let's go ahead and do what she says. Let's get ourselves over to the other side of the zoo to the lions.
Panthera leo leo, or the West African lion to you and me. Lions are the most social of the big cats, and there can be as many as 40 lions in a pride. Although
there you
prides
are.
of that size are pretty rare. As Bernie would say, those lions are awesome. Which is precisely why I handle the training instead these days. Anyway, how about we get started on those objectives? Come on, let's head over to our warthog habitat and see what needs doing there.
I'm looking at... Stop dragging me around by my toes. I want to look at my kitties. Oh, listen to you. Ah, look at those big paws. You are beautiful. Hello, beautiful. Are you gonna do a flump? You're gonna do a flump just like my kitty at home. That's a big old flump. Aw, hello. Oh, I love you already. Okay, let's go do what we're supposed to be doing.
As you can see, it's a lovely space for warthogs, but it's missing a certain something. Well, two somethings. The warthogs.
Oh, yeah,
So I'd like you to adopt a pair of them. To adopt animals, we need to open the animal market, which is in the animal trading section.
Okay, so we do that here.
There we are, a pair of perfectly splendid warthogs for our zoo.
They
Just
are-
click on them and select
they are
buy
absolutely
from the side menu.
Marvelous.
Normally the animal exchange would be full of animals, but I've emptied out the market while you learn how it works.
That's
The
nice.
last thing I need is you accidentally ordering a dozen elephants.
Hey, what if I want a dozen elephant? Oh, okay. So what's all this mean? Like, common warthog, and 4.9 years, this one's 5.2 years, and a male and a female. I don't know what that means. Time, I wonder if that's how long they've been on the market, maybe? Okay, can I do more than one at once? Okay, and it's just like that. Oh, maybe how long they're still available. Need some mouse overs for some of this stuff, because I don't know what these mean yet. Longevity. Oh, you guys had better live longer than the dinosaurs in Jurassic World Evolution. They were just dying all the time, and that was no good. And, ooh, Zoopedia. Oh, hello. That probably should go straight to the warthog, I'm assuming, but let's see. Alright, get back to what you're supposed to be doing, gal. Okay, yes, let's adopt a warthog and adopt another
When you
warthog.
adopt an animal, it's automatically placed in the trade center, where they're held until you're ready to move them into their habitat, which, as
Groovy.
it happens, you are. So how about you move them into their new home?
Right, so we click here. So, animal market, trade center, trade history, and rewards. Okay. Animals in storage. Select all 2. Send to zoo. I click.
When you ask for an animal to be moved into a habitat, your caretakers will go to the trade center, collect your animal, and deliver them to your selected habitat. I've marked the trade center's location, so let's go and watch the caretakers in action.
Let's.
Well, as you can see, those caretakers don't hang about. They'll move those animals to their destination as fast as possible. Of course, normally we'd have to place the animals into quarantine before moving them into a habitat, but I am assured by a person of good standing that these warthogs are in the very rudest of health. Right, let's get
Rudest
the
of
warthog's
health.
habitat finished up so we can keep them nice and happy. You
Hi,
see,
that was
each
quick.
animal in the zoo has an overall welfare statistic, basically how happy they are. And that overall welfare statistic is itself comprised of 4 different areas: nutrition, social health, habitat, and enrichment.
Okay.
Luckily, if you select an animal, you'll bring up their animal welfare information panel, which we saw earlier, where you can see how they're doing. That way, you'll know exactly what areas need to be addressed. Don't
Okay,
worry if that's
it
a lot
is.
to remember. You can always check the Zoopedia for more information.
What if I just want to look at the
Let's
pretty
start by
boys?
making sure we're taking care of the warthog's nutrition welfare. To do this, we'll need to place a food station and a drinking station. Now,
Okay.
each animal requires a different type of feeding station. And for the warthogs, it's a small feeding trough. So let's add one of those and a water bowl.
Let's do that. So we need to put food trough small, water bowl large. Is this telling me the exact stuff that I need just for these guys? Because that's helpful just as I'm kind of getting started. Here is a... Is it good to place this kind of over next to where they're going to be coming in to do it, or place it over where people are? Okay, kind of changes the landscape when you do that. That's cool. And here we can have some
Animals
water.
also require stimulation to keep them happy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's add a lovely mud bath for the warthogs to roll around in. That bath will count towards their enrichment welfare, specifically their toy enrichment welfare.
Okay. Well, nutrition's right down because I haven't actually fed the poor guys yet. Let's add a mud bath. Oh, big old mud bath. I can't. I can place it there.
Oh, nice work. You've got a knack for this, I see.
Can we
Now,
feed them?
Our contractor had to leave in a hurry, so this place is in a pharaoh's state. Unfinished thingamajigs and whatsits all over the
But
shop.
can-
But
can
the
I-
first
can
thing
I
we
feed
need
them?
to finish is the ostrich habitat.
But
It's over near the hippos.
what about food? What about food? Feed these poor babies. I mean, they're very hungry, but they're just gonna play in the mud. Oh, hello. Can you feed these sweet babies? Oh, look at you. That's not the... I'm just going to spend all my time just watching these guys because that's just too cool. So, did she just put the food over there rather than in the food trough? I mean, you're eating, right? That's... No? Maybe drinking? Hydration. Oh, it's drink you need. Is water... It's right there. Please don't die within 2 minutes of me doing stuff. And you're still hungry. Oh, babies. Excuse me. Current volume is 0 of 9 liters. Okay. Okay, keep her en route. Keep her en route. Like one of them ate and it emptied it out. Yeah, you better be running. Please take care of these sweet babies for me. Hello? Refilling water. Can you give them food, please? Good. You can tell it's got 9 liters because one of them drank it all. Excuse me. Okay, I assume you've got food. Is it food? But, hey. Hey! This is just like starting everything with a fully working zoo is a little bit like, I don't know. Look, okay, this baby is dehydrated now. What can I just put him over by the water? Really? Can I put down another one? You're not gonna let me put down another one. Okay. My poor warthogs. Alright. Well, this is just to test things out, so hopefully we can get things fixed a little bit for these poor guys.
Okay, job number 1 here is to add a habitat gate before we complete the barrier.
Oh.
Every habitat needs a habitat gate. After all, how else would the keepers get in and out? Just make sure it's hooked up to the path so the keepers can reach it.
Oh, that's probably a good thing. Okay. Barriers, habitat gate. Does it... Oh, okay, so it just goes anywhere where there's actually a thing. Ah, I see. Outside placement area. Oh, okay, add it where it tells you.
Let's complete the perimeter barrier so we can adopt us some ostriches. I've marked out an area for you to use, so I'd like you to finish off the perimeter using the brick barrier.
Okay. This is gonna be nice. All these spline-based tools and stuff. Okay, so we got... Yeah! What? Oh, I did... Well, I can do that. That's cool. Wow, wait, how did I do that? I don't know. I made it longer and I don't know how. Because I got the link thing down here. Whee! That's better. So if I just do like so, does it place a thing and then that? And then if I would just want to make it longer, then it won't have that.
Good work! Remember, before you can place animals in any habitat, it has to have a full loop of connected barrier.
That's probably a
Now,
good thing.
You've probably noticed that guests can't actually see into this habitat at the moment. At least not without a stepladder.
Eh, well,
Seeing
tough.
as they're banned, I'd like you to select a piece of barrier and swap out the brick for a glass barrier, so the guests can see in.
Okay. Does it particularly matter where? I want that to be glass. How do I do that? Okay, I've done that.
There we go.
Oh, there.
Adding
Okay.
in more windows gives guests even more opportunities to see the animals in a habitat.
All
It's always
right.
best to make sure the guests can get a good view into a habitat from the path they're walking on, because it makes them happy, and because this would be a pretty terrible zoo if they couldn't.
Huh.
The last thing we need to do
can
is
I
to
put more
add a
glass in?
donation box.
Oh.
You see, when guests enjoy the view of an animal, they'll make a donation.
Oh.
Just make sure you put them in easy-to-reach places, like near a viewing point. Donation boxes are one of the main sources of income for the zoo, so make sure you remember them.
Can't we just charge people at the door? That seems like that'd be easier. Alright, we got a donation box. Cool. Give us
All right,
money!
we've finished the habitat, so it's high time we adopted those ostriches, don't you think? Let's get 4 of them in here.
What, is this a sprinkler? Oh, it's so funny! Sprinkler 688. No operational, no power. I mean, it seems like it's working just fine. What, does it need power? I have no idea. Right, so let's get an ostrich. Alright. give me ostriches. Oh yeah, we're just getting everybody. Send everybody to the zoo. Oh, right, okay. Click.
While we wait for them to be collected by the caretakers and brought to the habitat, you should get it ready for them. Add a suitable feeding station, water station, and an appropriate food enrichment item.
Okay.
It's often best to place things like enrichments and feeding stations near to the habitat perimeter, so guests can get a really good view of the animals.
Okay. It's habitat where this stuff comes in. Oh, slow feeder, that's fun. I imagine the Zoopedia thing is how you learn what's appropriate for individual animals. Okay, so it's Z to do some turnies. Cool, cool. And that's our... Wait, was that a not? Hello? Ah! Whee! Let's put one of these here. Put another one there. That's nice how the grass kind of goes away so it's not poking up through it. Look at that grass texture too. That's lovely. And what a fancy little fun food feeder thingy over here. Hooray!
Oh, good
Bronze
to see
objective.
The ostriches have somewhere they can really stretch their legs. Did you know they can actually run at 43 miles per hour? Oh, heaven forbid they ever escape. The speed camera fines alone would bankrupt us.
I want to get a look at you.
Well, Bernie certainly seems impressed. Did he do his speed camera joke? Every time we get an ostrich. So, now we've made the ostriches' lives a bit better,
Hello.
let's do the same for the keepers, shall we? To make it easier for the keepers to feed the ostriches and hippos, we should build a new keeper hut. Keeper huts are where the keepers prepare the food for animals, so they should be placed near to the habitats to make sure the keepers don't waste their time walking when they should be looking after the animals.
Okay. There's a keeper hut down here. Y'all are kind of in the way. Okay, that's my objectives there. So small keeper hut, small, keeper hut, small. Just 3 different looks, I guess.
You'll need to rotate the keeper hut to get it to connect up to the path.
Oh, where's the door? I found a door.
This keeper hut only has space for 1 keeper, but the larger keeper hut can allow multiple keepers to prepare food at the same time. Oh, but bear in mind that keeper huts and other staff facilities shouldn't be placed near to areas where there are lots of guests. Guests don't like seeing facility buildings, and it can affect their happiness.
So is this a staff-only path here?
In case that wasn't clear.
Okay.
Something that all facilities, shops, and a whole host of other objects need is power. And that obviously includes your newly built keeper hut. So let's place a transformer next to it, shall we?
Okay.
Now, the reason everything has gone blue is because you're using the power heat map. This map allows you to see what is and what isn't powered in your zoo. So once you've placed your transformer, you can click in the bottom left to turn the heat map off.
In the bottom left, as in down there. Okay. Does it particularly matter which direction this is facing? Oh, yeah, it's got to be accessed.
Lovely work. Now the keepers can start using the hut to prepare food, and thanks to where you've put it, they won't need to walk very far to deliver it to the ostriches and hippos.
Ah, good.
Let's get on to your next objective then. Bengal tigers.
That's...
We want to adopt some, but I'm afraid there's nothing ready for them yet.
Uh-oh.
Head on
You're
over
going to
to
make
the
me
plot
build
of land
stuff.
I've marked out. It's not too far away. Righty, your next job is to build a habitat. From scratch. And wood and concrete, I expect. So go ahead and build it. And don't forget the habitat gate.
Oh, okay.
It's always best to place the habitat gate close to the keeper hut. As it happens, there's one quite near to the trade centre.
How
Oh, and and make sure the guests will be able to see the tigers.
Yeah, I got that. Where's the keeper hut? So I know where I'm building stuff to. What are you guys doing? It's a Looney Bloons! Information. Oh, it looks like they've got brochures and stuff. Okay, you're not gonna let me do that. You want me to go build a tiger habitat. Alright, so that means that we need a barrier. So just concrete to start. Make that longer so we can kind of get ourselves in order here. Ah, look at the train! A bit less long. Like that. So I assume I can just switch off to glass while I'm building. That's cool. Here, so you guys can actually see these pretty babies. Get you nice and short to make this turn a little longer. That. Okay, this is just keeper stuff back here, so they don't particularly care if they can see the critters. Is it keeper stuff? No, it's not, because there's benches and stuff there. Can we actually do like a corner? Or is it always gonna be curves? Straight or curved? Ah, okay, we can do. That's much nicer. Well, I mean, not the curvy stuff isn't nice, but that just makes it a little bit easier. So this is the staff path back here. And it will, yeah, it just pops to when I'm ready to connect it. Right, so let's select this one, and I think it was that to turn it to the glass instead. But I like how it's got this beam in between there that's the brick. Can I do that here? You be brick. Or concrete? Concrete. Cool. I like that, because that looks like it gives it a little bit more stability, and since we're housing animals that would rip your face off. They probably wouldn't rip your face off. Sort of looks like it's ripe and ready for some water in here, though. What about the calm water? Ah, that's lovely. But in this game, it doesn't stay lovely for very long. Right, so we've got that. We need the keepers to be able to get in here. So, habitat. No, barriers. Barriers. Why is that obstructed? Okay, there we go.
Bernie takes safety very seriously at his zoos, so
I
we
should
should
hope.
probably make sure those tigers can't jump out of their habitat, don't you think? The way we'll do it is by changing the height of the habitat's barrier.
Oh,
Okay. Then. You should start by double-clicking the habitat barrier, which will take you into barrier editing mode.
Oh, cool.
Great. Now highlight the entire perimeter of the habitat. You can do that by clicking and dragging the barrier selection tool. Now you've got all of the perimeter selected, you can increase the height of it by clicking and dragging the barrier height tool upwards.
But
You want
I
to make sure it reaches a
don't.
minimum height of 4 meters.
Okay. One sec. Let me actually do the thing that you asked me to do. And we come around here, and now we're all selected. Cool. So minimum of 4 meters tall.
Okay,
that'll
that's the
do.
habitat boundary complete, the habitat gate in place, and most importantly, the tigers won't be able to jump out of it anymore. I think it's time we adopted those tigers.
Let's get some tigers. Wait, you guys aren't cheap. Okay, so we select these guys and send them here.
Whilst our trusty caretakers collect and deliver the tigers, let's take a look at preparing the habitat for their arrival.
Okay.
We'll start with the basics. Add a suitable feeding station for them.
Food tray.
Yes, that'll do nicely. Of course, just like the warthogs and ostriches, these tigers will also need some enrichment. Why don't you add some suitable toy and food enrichment items into their habitat?
Okay. Oh, we get a frozen blood pumpkin.
Okay, it's really starting to take shape. Now, the tigers will need a shelter in their habitat so they can hide from the guests, or more likely, the bad weather. Although, given that we're in England, you might want to think of that just as normal weather. Go on, add a shelter to their habitat. You can either build one from various suitable bits and bobs, or if you like, just pop down the blueprint that I've already built for you.
I might just do that for the moment. Oh, hello. You are just gorgeous. Listen to you. Oh, I love you. Hi. No, we've got a... Aha. Hello. Oh, just imagine most of my time in this is going to be spent basically doing this. What you doing? Chuffing. Hi. I like that some of the enrichment items are things that they can actually kind of destroy over time. Oh. Ah, I got a very close-up look at some teeth. Aren't you guys beautiful? Nope, that's enough of that enrichment item. Is gone. At least they can drink from that instead of having to have their water be brought to them every time one of them wants to take a drink. Right, what was I supposed to do? Good, I was busy looking at critters. Oh, shelter. Shelter, shelter, shelter. Habitat shelter. So it's under habitat, but it's not going to be construction. That's interesting. So let's put down one of these. Do maybe there.
Poor Dabs. I'm sure it can't have escaped your attention that the tigers look a bit miffed.
Do they?
Because they aren't too keen on the type of terrain in their habitat.
Are you miffed?
Select a tiger and bring up its information panel.
Oh, okay. You want more
Right,
plants.
click on the terrain tab. That way you can view the terrain information and see how they feel about the different types of terrain. That'll tell you what the tigers need more of or less of in this habitat.
Oh, terrain this. So,
Okay then, open the terrain editing tool, select painting, and give them some more soil. Yes, that should help with the habitat part of their welfare.
soil. So are they unhappy because there's too much grass? Okay, I see. So they don't like the short grass. They want there to be a little bit more long grass, and they want more soil. So, okay, that's tolerance. Animal needs more soil, but it's green now. Okay. I'm not sure what... Okay, they need more short grass, need less long grass. So is... Oh, so the tolerance is this bit, so they want more just short grass instead. Okay. Let's get rid of some long grass in favor of some short grass. Nice that you got the thing that you can hover over and it tells you that stuff. Okay, so I think we'll go with some more soil.
Right
Good.
then. All
There.
animals need plants
There we
and
go.
trees from their own biome or continent. You know, deserts, savannas, or Asia, Europe, that sort of thing. It looks like these tigers need a few more plants in their habitat. To get a perfect fit, use plants from the rainforest and temperate biomes that are native to Asia.
Okay.
Although if you have to, you can get away with using just one or the other. The tigers will also want a certain amount of their habitat to be covered by those plants. To find out which plants to use and how many, select a tiger and go to the Environment tab.
Okay, that's
Now,
where I'm
as
at.
you can see, some of the plants currently in the habitat aren't quite right for the tiger, like the wattle bushes. You can remove them if you want.
What's a wattle bush? That's hawthorn.
You can find all of the plants you need in the nature section, and you can use the filters to only show the types of plants you want to see.
That's
in
cool.
this case, that's plants from the rainforest or temperate biomes.
Okay, you don't like wattle bushes, so no more wattle bushes for you. Go to the environment tab. Is that you saying that there is one and you don't like it? Redthorn, Africa, get out of here. These tigers can totally tell where a certain plant came from. So if we then... I wish there was a way to, like, keep an eye on what the tigers were thinking. Okay, it's still thinking about it. That's cool. You cool with palm? Palm's good. They want lots of these guys. Let's plant lots of plants right next to the walls so that they can run out. That'd be good. Happily, we do not, as far as I know, have to take care of the plants in any way, shape, or form. Okay, so we're getting close to where we need to be. What do we know more about? So these things are just telling us Africa and Asia. So I'm assuming then we look for things that are okay for Asia. Baobab being Africa and Asia. Tigers want lots of stuff. Wait, did I see whether these were... Okay, they're Africa. No, we're not looking at rocks yet. Ooh, gardening. Oh, so they put a new blood pumpkin out for them. That's nice. I don't really want to put a baobab in here. They're kind of enormous, you know? Oh my goodness, how many plants do you guys want? Ah, we're green. We're green at last. We're super green. Here, have another one there. Just for fun. Okay. Kitties are happy now, right? That's a very happy kitty. So what am I supposed to do now? Feeding station increase plant welfare to 90%. Oh, lottie. Okay. Are people letting their balloons go? That is not environmentally friendly. Wait. Can I... Oh my gosh, they did it. They actually did it. They added the popping balloons mechanic. Oh no. That's... Oh. One palm tree got me to 100%.
Make good neighbors. I guess that's doubly true when one of the neighbors is a Bengal tiger.
I mean, usually, yeah.
Still, those tigers look so happy that I doubt they'd leave. Even if you did poke a hole in their fence.
Can we not?
Oh, but for heaven's sake, don't tell me.
Look at you, babies. You're just hanging out.
Let's head over to the Indian peafowls. I've been told that we need to improve their social welfare.
Alright, so that seems like a pretty good start for this thing. Went on a little longer than I was planning to, but this is... Oh gosh, they're so beautiful. I've been waiting for this game for so long, and I know a bunch of you have too, so here's hoping you enjoyed this first episode. I will get right back into this as soon as I can and put some more stuff out there for you. In any case, feel free to like or comment, and if you want random updates from my little world of art and gaming, subscribe. If you enjoy what I do and are interested in supporting the channel, check out my Patreon. A big thank you to my current patrons. That's all for now. Bye!